Welcome to my channel. This is Great Tutor, and what I do is solve technical drawing problems and also provide very important information that you can make use of for you to have better performance in your technical drawing examinations. If you are watching my video for the first time, I want to appreciate you. I want to say thank you for watching my video, and thank you for helping me to share these videos with your friends who are technical drawing students. And do not forget, this is a practical subject. You need to practice it so that you can master it. Right now, I want to provide answers to the questions on for Waec 2006. I came across the past question somewhere, and I decided to provide answers to the 40 objective questions, 30 on general drawing, and 10 questions on building drawing. So let's start without wasting our time. Okay. Now, the first question that we have here says that the length of a line, that is question 1, the length of a line 3 meters long on a scale of 1:50 is 60 millimeters. That is option A, 60 millimeters. So the answer is 60 millimeters. That is option A. Now, question 2 says that which of the following is the advantage of a diagonal scale over a plane scale? So diagonal scale, the answer to this question is option D. Diagonal scale, it enhances a higher degree of accuracy. It enhances a higher degree of accuracy. So question 3, we have that scaling triangles have their, the answer to this question is that they have their 3 sides and 3 angles unequal. That is option D is the answer to that question. Then we move to the next question, which is question 4. Says that in the figure below, WX is the side of a regular polygon. To construct the polygon, line UV must be divided into how many equal parts? The answer to this question is option A. So line UV must be divided into 2 equal parts. So if you have been taught how to construct a regular polygon, given the length of side, you will understand what this drawing means. So we divide distance UV into 2 equal parts. Then question 5 says that the line XY shown in the figure below is called a secant. That is option C is the answer to that question. Line XY is called a secant. Then question 6 says that the part of a circle bounded by an arc and a chord is called a segment. That is option D, is called a segment. Option D is the correct answer to that question. Then question 7 says that the values of PM and PN respectively in diagram below are 90 and 60. That is option C, 90 and 60. That is option C. Just need to watch my video on the principles of tangency. You understand how those values are gotten, or I got the answer to that question. Then question 8 says that which of the following steps is required in order to ascribe a circle on a given triangle? Bisect. So the answer to that question is option D. We bisect 2 exterior angles of the given triangle. That is option D is the answer to that question. Then question 9 says that the path traced by an object which moves radially and axially at constant ratio round a cylinder is called a helix. So the answer to that question is a helix. That is option C. Then question 10 says that in the mechanism shown below, OW revolves about O and X slides along OY. Then we have that which of the options below represent the locus of P, the midpoint of XW after a complete revolution? The answer is option A is the answer to that question. Then we move to question 11, which says that in the diagram below, if the ratio PF to PO is greater than 1 and constant, then the path traced by the point P is called a hyperbola. That is option C, is the answer to that question. Then question 12 says that in the oblique cabinet projection drawn below, which of the following is or are drawn half size? So among the options that we have here, the answer to the question is option C. Z will be drawn half side because that is the receiving side. So the receiving side of a cabinet projection is always drawn half size. Okay. Then question 13, which of the following represent the view in the direction of arrow X, in direction of arrow X? So the answer to that question is option B, is the answer to that question. Then we move to question 14, says that which of the following is the correct auxiliary view on plane YY, of the block drawn in first angle above? So the answer to that question is option B, is the answer to that question. Then question 15 says that which of the following shows the correct view of the block above in direction of arrow S? So the answer to that question is option C, is the answer to that question. That's question 15. Then question 16, the elevation and plan of a hexagonal prism are shown in diagram below. Which of the following is the correct auxiliary elevation on plane Y1, Y1? So the answer to that question is option B, is the answer to that question. And question 17, two views of a line PQ are shown below. Which of the following statement is correct? Line PQ, the answer to that question is option A, hangs in space and is inclined to the horizontal and vertical planes. Then question 18 says that the point where a line in space penetrates a plane when produced is called it is called a trace. That is option D. Question 19, development of a hexagonal pyramid, of a closed hexagonal pyramid will contain, development of a closed hexagonal pyramid will contain, the answer to that question is option C, to contain 6 triangles and 1 hexagon. Then we move to question 20. Question 20 says that a bracket is cut by a plane XX as shown below. The correct sectional view in the direction of X is, so the answer to that question is option A, is the answer to that question. Then question 21 says that what type of section is shown below? What type of section is shown below? The type of section shown below is known as revolved section. It's known as revolved section. Then question 22 says that vanishing point applies to perspective drawing. That is option A, is the answer to that question. Question 23 says that the elevation of an oblique cone is shown below. Which of the following shows the development of the cone? The answer to that question is option D, is the answer to that question. Then we move to question 24. In the diagram below, the ratio of figures PQRS and TUMN is, the answer to that question is option B, is the answer to that question. That is 8:3. Then question 25 says that, which two triangles in the figure below are equal in area? So the answer to that question, that's question 25. The answer is option B, QUT and RTU. Question 26 says that which of the views below requires a true length for its development. So the answer is option C. Then short dashes line shown below are used to represent hidden details. That is option D. Then question 28. Which of the following shows the correct curve of intersection of a triangular prism and a square prism? The answer is option A. Question 29. Which of the electrical symbols below represent a resistor? The answer is option A. Then question 30. The material symbols shown below represent glass. That is option C. Then question 31 on building drawing says that the highest point of an arc is called the crown. That is option A. Then in question 22, we have that in a building drawing, the figure shown below represents the cross-section of a sawn timber. That is option D. Then in question 33, in a building drawing, the figure shown below represents a water closet. That is option A. Then question 34, the figure below shows a panel and glazed door. Panel and glazed door. Question 35. The figure below shows a section through a window. The part labeled T is called seal. That is option B. We have to use this diagram to answer question 36 and 37. Question 36. In the elevation of the building shown above, arrow X point to the floor level. That is option C. Question 7. Arrow Y on the end view point to a ridge cap. It's point to a ridge cap. Question 38. Which of the following is not a type of foundation? If is not a type of foundation, we have rough foundation, pad foundation, and strip foundation. Question 39. What type of roof is shown below? The type of roof shown here is a gable roof. Then question 40. Damp-proof membrane can be found in foundation. So those are the answers to the first 40 questions as we have here. So thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Keep on practicing and God bless you.